Right, before the timestamp to skip the ramble part, I quickly want to mention this one is aimed at two groups of players. The one would be those people who get in game, the match starts and have absolutely no idea what to do. And the second one would be those players who want to know more. If you are any one of those people or both, feel free to watch. Of course, this video will be kind of lengthy and low quality, but I hope it helps. Well, because my hard drive is a slow piece of shit, I didn't record the very start of it. So the gist is this: I was a solid minute late to the start of the match. That's why I went to the harvester. This is just for the beginning of the match, that meaning how you want to play the game. Now in my opinion, there's 4 groups starting every fresh match. So it's the first group is the AFK people who do absolutely nothing from the last match. Second group is infantry mains that just go to the tunnels, to the infantry tunnels, to secure, let's say, part of the map by killing people in cold blood. Then there's the third group is kill harv, save harv. This is the general premise of the This is the majority of what people do. So there's 2 groups, kill harv, save harv. Now if you want to go kill the enemy harvester, if it's possible, of course, depending on the map, you want to spawn as closest to the exit as possible. Now, if you didn't spawn at the exit, that means you kinda automatically drop into the save harv group. Now, the general idea of the rotation, I would say, is when you go to kill harv, let's say you dropped your C4, you did some damage, you killed a tech or some NG or something, and you died. Then what people usually do, at least I do all the time if I'm in that group, I take an engineer and go save ours. It's like this rotation. Anyway, the 4th group is field structures. That means you kinda support your harv, but you go to get tech buildings such as the silo or the comm center, communications center. Now silo produces more credits per tick, that's credits per second to be honest, at a rate of 1, I think. Well, 1 credit per second, that doesn't sound much, but over time and across your whole team actually adds up. So getting that is, it's good. And for now there's also other buildings, tech buildings I would say, like the abandoned weapons factory or advanced defenses disabling towers. Don't worry about them, the devs will make a tutorial about it, don't worry. But the communications center shows enemy location on your minimap. That is very important, especially in the, I would say, at the end game and at the very start of the game. That's pretty much it. Now I will drop to live commentary. I'm sorry this took so long, I just wanted to explain. So apologies in advance. The gameplay you're watching will be me trying to sneak. It was meant as a sneaking oriented video tutorial that ended up really not how I expected. Quickly, I got a hotwire to sneak and a Humvee, just because the map is huge. This is CNC eyes made by Dakuya, amazing guy. So yeah, that's why I took the Humvee, just to get from A to B much faster. Now I keep watching the map because this guy was stuck. Now I already need to cut it. I will cut it here, but I pushed him out. But now I will quickly explain. I'm sorry about the cut, but I need to quickly explain how to get your vehicle unstuck. It will be really fast. Sorry. So apparently trying to get the tank stuck is more difficult than I expected. Anyway, imagine my tank is stuck now on the front. Let's say I'm in a hole or something and the only way is to go back. Now I cannot go back. I kinda can, but imagine I can't. So pressing 1 above the WASD keys, pressing 1 will put you inside the driver's seat, but pressing 2 shifts you to a passenger seat. So you can hold S, well, in my case it's S, it's either W, S, or any direction you just want to shift yourself out of. So you hold S and you press 1 and then press 2. 1, 2, 1 more. And after that seizure, it's 99% that you're unstuck. Now if you're stuck on foot, kill yourself. No, really, that's the only way. Now another thing I want to mention, if you find a tank that has, you see there's two different, doesn't have it shown. Imagine this was someone else's tank, so you would see APC owned by player. And if you see something like this, just a Humvee, that means it's actually wait. Okay, I'm stupid. So you see, it's at the item card, tank card, whatever the hell, it says APC your vehicle, and this says Humvee and nothing. That means this vehicle belongs to me. Now let's say someone gets in my APC and starts driving away. Now you can lock the vehicle like this. You see, you don't need to be inside, you just press L and it automatically locks the vehicle and puts the driver into the passenger seat. You can see the lock function on the bottom right, right there. Now if you want to, this means you can only have one linked tank at a time, and this means if you find another tank unowned, you hold L and then it becomes your vehicle, and this won't. And you can, it works the same way. You see, locked, unlocked, easy. And by the way, locking your vehicle only disallows your own teammates. Actually, I think I'll explain that in the other, like the live part. Okay, GG. Well, that was awkward, at least for me. Now I'm driving, now I'm in the not side of the base. I wanted to sneak a refinery, but I saw that that path was blocked and the APC attacked me. So I had really short time to get here, and I actually did. I got lucky and my APC got destroyed. So no evidence left. Now here I am a dumbass and I forgot where the safe spot is, and I got that part. I keep watching the map. Now I will explain why I keep pressing the map key, which is M. I always want to know what positions my team is located in. Meaning, do we have field, do we have a flank, do we have some infantry in a place where I would like to be, you know, just to know if I'm safe or not. Stuff like that. Yeah, I always evaluate the situation. Let's say the last time I clicked the map, I've noticed there's absolutely no one in the tip cave. So I'm implying that there's a lot of people in the tip. There's a lot of not in the tip cave. That's why I stepped clear. Now what I'm doing here is I got a Humvee to get around quickly and to get crates just for money or maybe a tank or something. Now I got a assault rifle crate. That's the best crate as you can get as a hotwire, I'm not gonna lie. But someone here got from a crate definitely, but an APC. Now don't leave your tanks midfield. Now I know I left my Humvee midfield. That's bad, I know, but I had to defend that guy, and this is the place I saw SBH. Now, don't worry about SBH's too much, especially if you're playing on GDI. Now, yes, they can get annoying. I'm killing my APC here, the Humvee, because I will not be needing it anymore. Because I'll just use my the new MRLS I got. Now, yeah, about the SBHs. Here I'm just scouting in defensive position. About the SBHs, I mean, you really don't want to leave tanks because they can steal them, but for someone like me, and I've played this game way too much, I mean, you can literally start smelling SBHs around you because they're like in this full GIMP suit and they like to fuck GDI personnel midfield. Where the fuck am I talking? I'm sorry about that. It just reminded me of this pug where I literally smelt SBHs and I was right anyway. So now I got credits enough for another hotwire. Again, this is primarily me sneaking. So I get a hotwire and my destination, let's say my mission, is completely the same. What else? I've missed something. I was doing something here with my other hand, that's why I'm not explaining why. I actually wrote down what the hell I should say, but it's not helping me at all. Tank lock mechanics already. Oh yeah, so Apache encounter, right? You never want to open up with an Apache or an Orca with your primary gun. You always want to open up with your rockets, and then you want to fly the hell away because you're gonna die. Now, that Apache was actually smart because do not go against MRLS or Stanks in flying vehicles. You'll just lose because of the lock-on. Even against APCs and Humvees, those things can hurt also. Now, this I don't really want to explain too much. All I'm gonna say is, if you're in a flying vehicle, play as especially if you're a new person, play as a support. Like, stand a bit to the side, a bit to the back of your own troops, just so they can tank the damage. Because while your Apache or Orca's damage output is decent, your armor is paper. Now, don't do what I did here. That's something that you shouldn't do. Like, leave your tank to shoot. But I was just way too cocky right here. Yeah, that's a mistake I did. I shouldn't have done that. But I did have some support from the APC, my own APC. That was pretty nice. Now, like I said, if you're in a flying vehicle and you see an MRLS, run, hide, zigzag, whatever, you'll die. Now I've reached my destination point, and again, don't do what I did. Yes, leave an empty tank. I sit in the corner to hide myself from the obelisk. I waited till it chilled out and ran to the back door. But yeah, leaving tanks, it's like the bannable thing. It's not bannable, but it's really bad thing. I dropped my C4, instantly dropped my remote C4, and now look, check this out. You see, do you know what I did wrong? If you said I overmined and that's it, you're half right. I did overmine, but this is offensive mining. At least that's what I do. The mistake I did is I didn't inform my team where the hell, why did I overmine and from where I overmine, because it's listed. Now, I always have this thing called bonus points for coming back to base alive after sneaking. I didn't. I got capped like a bunny. But me having money now after that refinery kill, so I'm all over the place. I'm sorry, but you can use these, I would say, strategies or planning, like I did, to either attack or defend but most importantly, just have fun, you know? A guy asked me for credits, you know, I just killed a building, that's literally no problem to donate some. Always help your teammates, guys. It's a team-based game. Oh god, okay, what's tank, leave bad, yes, over mine explanation, okay. Oh, luck on crate, okay, so you won't believe what happens next.
Medium tank ready.
I'm truly sorry about the thumbnail, but what happened next was really stupid. Right, so I am constantly watching the map. Now this is an area a lot of tanks, stealth tanks can be can just roam around. So that's why I took the APC, because it's oh yes, this happened again. This guy opened up with his rockets. That's really good. The only thing I didn't understand is why he left the orc badge. So yeah, like I said, APCs, Humvees, actually any bullet damage, and oh yeah, the crate. And anyway, any bullet damage and lock on rockets or death to flying vehicles. So I got a Ravishah spy. Now, I'll explain what I did later, but check how illegal what I've done is. So that's one guy. That's 3 guys. And now I jump inside. Quickly, I want to explain spies, because that's what I missed in my infantry tutorial. This is me tagging airstrip. So the announcer says like nod airstrip under attack, because EMPs actually trigger building announcements. So I didn't want people to know that Hand of Nod is being attacked. Now, spies. When you get close to a person, you should see his name. Now, if you approach a person like it seems he's from your team, but he doesn't have a name, that's a spy. Now, what I really advise new players to do is, if you see someone suspicious, just Q spot them, even if they're on the same team. The worst case, you will just ask to follow me, you know, the follow me thing, but that's honestly not a problem. The best case, you'll see that he's a spy, and even if you can't do anything about it, your team can. Now I got killed as a Ravishah spy, but that's no problem. I killed Han, meaning I'm automatically expecting more tank resistance. That's camping artillery and stanks. Those are really bad for you while you're sneaking, I mean. But killing the Hand of Nod actually gave me much more leverage against infantry, because now I can, when I sneak, I'll have much less SBHs and other things. Now I got a Mobius and the Ion Cannon and the APC. So my plan right here was to get inside the power plant and either deploy, not even either deploy, I think, yeah, I was expecting to nuke the power plant and just defend it and explain that, but I mean, what happens next, you won't believe your existence. Again, I'm constantly watching the map. That's really the only thing I can do, going from point A to point B. I still cannot drive tanks. And I see that my team is, well, they have pretty much the whole field camped, so I'm really expecting tanks. Now, if you're on Nod or even on GDI, if you see an APC or a Chinook, make sure it's somewhat if you are able to, but that's your priority to kill it, because APCs and Chinchins are like a piñata. You don't know what comes out of it, and it might be a rush. Now I got a zoned Sydney. If you call it an armored Sydney, you're wrong, I'm sorry, it's a zoned Sydney. Anyway, my bestest girl. How lucky I was, you have no idea. Now the obelisk was targeting someone else, so I just ran past the danger zone, I would say. I stopped for a bit to wait for the laser, and I just risked a run right here. Right, I exited near the enemy power plant, and now I will be triggering airstrip again to EMP the base, to EMP the mines. I dropped the EMP directly on top of the mine, so it immediately explodes. This is something you can do to doors or any entity in the game. Like, if you want to, it's the standard procedure of killing building, by the way. If you want to disable a tank quickly, this is primarily for defense. Throw an EMP to the closest person that is standing near that tank, because the EMP will explode immediately, and the tank will be frozen like immediately. You don't need to wait like 1.5 seconds. That's a try-hard thing to do, sorry. After I killed... Okay, this I'll have to focus now. I killed the power plant, meaning obelisk is offline. So I figured I will deploy the ion cannon on the end of the strip. I overmined, well, I mined with anti-tank mines, which just for more defense, and now I went into a defensive position, let's say, to protect the beacon. I quickly realized that's a, well, terrible idea, and I should just, you know, try my luck with the obelisk. Now that buggy can just run me over. Now I don't blame any. Anyway, I tried to demine the base, the obelisk. The buggy is shooting me, now driving me over. I will explain in a bit. Now, as you can see, I don't jump even once, because you don't want to jump in this game. Sorry, dude, whoever says the jumping and shooting is a turn on. I aligned myself to kill that guy and shoot the MCT just for armor. Now I died, and now airstrip is destroyed. And that's how I accidentally snuck every building. Now, I don't blame Nod's team for, well, let's say, being unprepared for something that I did. I understand that a lot of players here are new, and even I felt so shit after this match, you have no idea. I am playing as Miras, by the way, because, well, don't ask. Oh boy, and yeah, so really, guys, be a little cross-eyed, keep your view on the game, and always keep that one eye on mines. That's the most important thing in base defending, at least, because if those mines go down, it's over. Now then, I quickly want to mention one more thing. For the new players, if you're having still a hard time in the game, please post in the comments, ask around on Discord. I'm sure there's people who will help you out. The sneaking part that I just showcased, it's absolutely luck based. That shouldn't be possible in a, let's say, a real game. And I think that's it. I'm sure I didn't explain everything on par that I expected to, because I don't have a script. I made this paper with notes, but that doesn't help. I'll try to get better. Thanks for watching. The ending part that I asked, that I said I will make, I won't. It will be a separate unlisted video, and I will only share it if, well, let's say someone asks. I don't want to. The game's good. The game's good. Just okay. Alright. Thanks for watching. Again, if you have any questions why I did something, how I did something, and any, let's say, suggestions or tips, feel free to post in the comments. And for the first time, bye.